Coca-Cola sponsor me. Yeah. You guys really don't think that that Charlie Kirk's assassination was an extremist just doing something extreme, right? I mean, I hope you guys aren't too blind to understand that this unfortunate situation was made for you to get distracted on the fact that not only Charlie Kirk was already starting to figure out what was going on with with Israel, right? With Israel being in control of the United States. He was already starting to figure it out. And since the United States was becoming unified, because everybody wanted those Epstein files to be released, and they didn't release them, right? So what did they have to do? They had to sacrifice that young man. They sacrificed him. Excuse me. I ate some tacos, drank this gorgeous piece of Coca-Cola, right? Mexican. So they sacrificed that man just to keep y'all distracted on the fact that everybody's starting to catch on who really runs the United States. Now, someone in the comment section was telling me, why do you care? Why do you keep posting on America? Ain't there news in Mexico? Yeah, there's news in Mexico, but my base, the people I'm trying to reach, ain't here in Mexico. They're out there where you're at, in the United States. Why? Because one day my children are going to grow up in that environment, in that country, right? My loved ones, my family, they're all over there in the United States where this machine is running, right? The sad part is that unfortunately, since they had to sacrifice that man to distract you from the Epstein files, right? And not only that, what a coincidence, right? A day before the anniversary of 9/11, another attack by Israel, right? This happened a day before 9/11. September 10th, what happened? A school shooting happened where I believe 4 kids got killed. In Canada, a tragedy happened where a van crashed into a daycare, right? In Mexico, a tanker explodes, right? And Charlie Kirk gets killed all in the same day. Coincidence? I hope you guys don't think it's a coincidence. I hope you guys don't think that it was just an extremist doing his thing, right? Can you guys read between the lines? Or are you still gonna allow this machine to manipulate you in the way you think and divide you more? Now, why would they want to distract you from the Epstein list, right? Let's ignore the fact that there was a painting that compromised George Bush or George W. Bush. I forget who was the father and who was the son. With a painting of a paper plane being flown with a tower collapse on the floor, right? In a childlike setting. This was a painting in Epstein's house, right? Where did this Bush president find out about 9/11? He found out about it at a children's school. It's painting a picture for you. Can you see the picture? Right? The Clinton president, right? Another compromising art piece where he's wearing a dress and this dress belonged to a woman that he victimized, right? That's how they were able to compromise him, right? Now, how does Trump tie in with all this? He ties in with all this by the list itself. He was one of Epstein's right-hand man, always with him. Always in that plane, always in that mansion, wherever that fool lived, in the island. And unfortunately, Kirk paid the price. Unfortunately, he was the one that they created a martyr, right? He's the martyr in the story. He's the one that's going to be used to prove their point, to divide y'all a little bit more, to be able to control y'all and control the narrative over there where you are, right? Why do I care? I left to Mexico, yeah. But what America does affects the whole world. What America does affects the whole world. And if Israel is controlling America, guess what? That affects everybody. Why is the United States on Venezuela's ocean, right? Why are they surrounding Venezuela, starting the war, right? Why are they promoting killings in Palestine, right? Why are they pushing this agenda so much? It's another land grab, you know? It's another land grab. That's all they're doing, you know? For those that talk all this smack, oh, Israel is the Lord's promised land, right? That's where Jesus walked in and this and that. Miss me. Check out the Balfour Declaration. Balfour Declaration, something like that. Balfour Declaration, Belfour Declaration, where the elite in England gave that land to the Rothschilds to build a Jewish nation. Now, these Jews are not the Jews in the Bible. Do not get it twisted. Although that's the narrative they're painting, right? It's not the same people. That's not God's chosen people, right? But they push this propaganda at y'all that that's the God's chosen people and that you should sacrifice for them. Miss me with all that. How does it affect Mexico? The reason why many countries are devastated with organized crime is because of the United States. It's because of the CIA. How was a man, they're painting it like if this is just some random extremist. That shot was a professional assassination shot. That was a pro doing it. That wasn't no little kid like the one that tried to shoot Trump. That was a professional assassin. The assassin's white. Why are white people angry at everybody else other than themselves? He was a white man that killed your boy. Rest in peace. I don't like to disrespect the dead. That was your boy. And a white man killed that boy. Now, if you ask me, a lot of the people from Israel look white. If you ask me, could it have been an Israeli sleeper cell? Right? One of those sleeper cells that they blackmail the United States with? Right? Could it be one of that? Why do I care? I only care because, man, this is affecting the whole world, right? It's not just affecting America. Finally, death came at your front doorstep. But unfortunately, it was planned. Now people are going to talk smack because I'm nobody. I'm a nobody. Who am I? Nobody. I'm a nobody. But it's obvious to me. Why isn't it obvious to y'all? I don't know. Maybe because you're filled with propaganda. Right? Maybe because you allow social media to tell you what to think. Nobody tells me what to think. I think for myself. I read between the lines. I read history. I read books. Don't think I'm uneducated. Just because I'm out here, do not think I'm uneducated. I read a lot of books. I study history a lot. Right? So don't just judge me by just being a Mexican that got deported, right? I'm just trying to get y'all to think a little bit. And let the good times roll. That's all I want, right? So I'm gonna continue to enjoy my soda. I just ate some tacos. My belly is full. It's happy. I'm alive. I hope y'all have a good day, man. And I hope you guys don't think this is just a random incident. This was planned.